progress.
Good morning, everybody. Audio check.
We hear you.
I heard you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
The one that says David's iPhone, is that David Peeler?
This is David Peeler. I'm sorry. I'm in an unusual situation today.
No problem.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome to join back again. So I have to say sorry again that I know, Ryan, you did send me the kind of the brief for last week's meeting, and I hadn't had time to read through it. I just kind of slowly crawling out of ditch. I feel, and I thought I was able to get out, but I my half of my body is still in the ditch. So I think right now I'm able to start like crawl through the emails and other things. So it's getting a little bit better. And I don't know if you guys would hear a lot of noise from my side because I'm not in an ideal place for the meeting, sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts, right? Try to waiting my RMB stuff. So um I think I might mute myself. And Jeff, do you want to probably have some things? I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So I'll
Yeah.
probably mute myself.
Sure. Wait. I don't think the background noise was that bad for you, Bobby, at least to me. I could still hear you well enough. So I just wanted to say that I got the sections from various people. Karen sent hers. I've got the revised one from Raymond. I got Ryan's section, and I've have been integrating them in the document. I'm recommending that we get rid of section one and replace that with something else. I'm working on that section. I see David Peeler's joined, and I don't know if David would be able to do a section, in the next week or two. But that would be great. So what I don't have, I'm working on a 5.3 right now. And well, was it 053 or whatever the numbering was? I'm working on that. And so I'm reasonably happy so far what I got. Ryan, I may reach out to you to see if we can expand your section a little bit, to add a little bit more to that.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
but overall, I think it's going to come along okay, and I hope that I have it ready, something ready to share with you guys next Thursday. Now, one problem for next Thursday, that's the OIF meeting, and I know a number of us will be at the OIF, and there's a session Thursday at 8, so Pacific time. So I don't know if you want to reschedule Thursday's meeting to a different earlier or something like that, but it would be hard to, a bunch of us will probably be at that session, Bobby.
Okay, got that. So, is there a better convenient time for you guys? Because I don't know. Besides those sessions, would that be easier, or should we just push it down to like Friday or something?
Probably better on Friday.
Sorry, Friday I won't be able to join. I'm completely booked in the morning.
I was going to suggest either Friday or Thursday at 7:30 or something like that.
Oh yeah, 7:30 should be good. Maybe we can go once back to the 7:30 because
Does that work for everyone else?
Um,
Good for me.
yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Karen, do you have other options? Sounds like Friday doesn't work for Raymond. You're busy at 8:30. Would later in the day maybe, 10 to 12 maybe on Thursday
There,
work?
there's one choice though, because my stuff dealing with copper actually is relatively small. So Jeff, maybe you can, if you can send the document out to me, I can do an offline review and make some comment. Just because it's relatively contained, so maybe I shouldn't hold other people not to have a meeting on Friday.
In general, I mean, Jeff, is that the case where now that it's sort of one-on-one editing? Or is
No,
it
no,
stuff
it's
to be
not. No, it's
reviewed?
not. No, it's not one-on-one. What I'm doing is just getting everybody's sections together. And while I'm trying to get the final draft together, I've, asked Raymond, and he sent me his section, you sent me yours. But I hope that by next week we have a complete document, right, that we can all look at. That's my goal.
Hmm.
So the question is, I think the thing we should choose a time next week that we get the most number of participants. So I know not everyone can make it at certain times, but let's just see if we can find a time where we get the most participation. That would be my recommendation.
Would later in the day Friday work? Once Raymond is, I don't know I mean, people might be traveling from OIS.
Friday is good for me.
My bad. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. ECI SIG meeting, regular meeting got canceled.
Well,
So
we're
I
not.
actually, it's okay, 8 a.m.
We're,
Sorry.
I
But
don't think
that's this week. That's this
we're talking.
week.
Yeah,
Raymond.
next week. Next
Oh,
week.
next week. Oh, next week. Okay. Oh, well. My next week, Friday, earliest will be 10 a.m. Pacific time.
That's fine for me.
Yeah, 10 a.m.
That's okay for me.
Yeah. Mhm.
So should we shoot on a Friday?
Not hearing any other dissent.
Cool. So when I didn't catch the exact time that you proposed on Friday.
So Karen, did you say 10 a.m.?
I think somebody else said 10 a.m. and that's fine with me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, is that 10 a.m. PST or 10 a.m.
But Raymond was
Eastern?
busy in the morning, right? So it's when Raymond
Yeah, so it's 10 a.m. Pacific.
Okay.
is, and that's okay with you. That doesn't count
Yes,
as
that's okay with
okay.
me.
Okay.
Great. All right. So we got a time. All right. I'll update the invitations for next week.
Okay, and then Bobby, now that we've got that settled, the other issue that I think we were talking about was, do we have a meeting time at OFC? So we
Um,
can talk about what's next.
yes. So I did send out the survey. I don't know if everybody see it. If not, let me share the survey in the chat again in here. So please complete the survey. I'll collect that. Send out another email said I'll probably collect the surveys in early next week. So please respond, and we will set up the meeting according the most people will be able to attend.
Okay, I think that sounds good. So let's see if we can finalize it. You know, you could tell us what the final time is next week on Friday at the meeting.
Yes, definitely. So I just paste the link for the survey. Please help complete it. I already seen a couple response. But it's more response would be better.
Okay, great. And then I just, sorry to pick on you, David, but I just wanted to come back to your section and just have an idea if you're still planning to contribute, and if so, when might you have a first draft?
Yeah, I will contribute, and I apologize for the delay. I'll have a first draft at the end of the weekend, and perhaps Jeff, you and I can talk about it offline to make sure that it's fitting in and it's coherent with the rest of the paper.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. So Bobby, at least from my point of view, the key things that we needed to do are figured out. One was to, set up a meeting for next week to review the draft, and then it was to work with to make sure we had an OFC follow up, and then check on the extra sections. So I think we're good.
Okay. So I think James uh helped me to hook up with the OFC committees. I I think we can go over that with James. I'll follow up with James about that.
Yeah, I'm here if there's an immediate question, Bobby.
Great. Yeah, so I think that would be the case, and we set up have the time next week, so I think we're good. So, Jeff, I'm wondering if we still needs any additional support from the from any additional contribution.
So, like I said, there are two major things. So I'm just still integrating it, redoing section one. I will work with Ryan on how to improve this, what I think would be suggested improvements for his section, and then we'll get David's section and talk with him and integrate that together for next Friday. I think from my point of view, that's what we need right now.
Yep.
And I think hopefully everything will come together by next Friday.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for your hard working. Okay. So um I was as for the OFC in-person meeting, the surveys that I sent out kind of expanded into the 1 hour, 2 hour sessions. I was asking for a little bit longer because my hope is with longer sessions that we can discuss what will be the next for the group. And so in between now and the in-person meetings, I hope everybody can kind of put down a little bit of thoughts, and maybe we can think about what we can how we can move on next in the near future.
Yeah, Bobby, if I were going to make a suggestion on the survey, at least when I tried to do it, it allowed me to choose only one time. If I was available more than one day, I couldn't choose more than one day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
So,
can
so
update that immediately. Make it as a I thought it was I set it up as a multiple choice. Is it?
did someone else have trouble with multiple choice, or or was it just me?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. It's a single choice, Bobby.
It's single choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me update it again to make sure it's multiple choice. Hey, can you guys can James, you check it again? Is it a multiple choice now?
Yep, it is.
Okay,
Thanks.
great. Yeah, thank you for pointing it out. So hope you guys can we can all meet together in person in the OFC.
Yeah, hope so. Okay, does anyone else have anything like to bring it up? Okay, so if not, I think we can conclude the meeting a little bit earlier today. And I will update the meeting time for next Friday at 10 PST. So, and we will start reviewing the white paper. And thank you so much for your participation today. We'll see you next week.
All
You-
right, thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.